Alright guys, we're at break with number 613. Give me a second to adjust the camera. Obviously coming back from Phoenix, the camera was in my book bag, so I gotta adjust the stand it sits on to get it to not be all crooked as hell. Audio should be good. Everything should be rolling. The camera should be good now. Appreciate you guys getting in the break. It is, like I said, break number 613. Teamless is on the teamless on the left. Upper right hand corner is the overhead camera. We're gonna have 4 boxes of Sonic Light behind us, Topps Chrome. 2 boxes of Finest. We ran this break before. We pulled the Julio. Had some decent cards in there. Good luck to everybody. The Finest was not the best. Hopefully, Finest is a little bit better this time around. And where is the box cutter? Good old DeWalt. I brought him downstairs. He's right there. Trying to hide. I have an extra stand in my pocket. If Cal does not do his job tonight, we'll go back to Landon Donovan because he was pulling the fire the other night. Give him a nice rub on the boxes at Charm City. Ben Baller did the card addition. Roll good old Cal to the side, and we will get into 2 boxes of the Sonic to start, and then we'll get rolling into a box of Finest and rotate back and forth. Good luck to everybody in the break. I'm going to make an announcement in between breaks. Essentially, the Charm City points should be 100% up to date probably tomorrow. I'm going to set some rules and standards for them, as well as switching the program from 2.5% to 1%, but then I'm going to issue essentially what it could be seen as, I guess, a challenge to you guys a little bit, but in general, I'm going to do a weekly skunk protection. I'm going to take a picture of what's going to be in the skunk protection raffle, and essentially we do not hit an autograph or memorabilia in any of the breaks, what I consider the hits, or an out of 50 or lower. So if you hit like an out of 50 parallel, like a gold or lower, you don't get the count in the skunk protection break at the end of the week either. It's not a break, I should say. It's a raffle, but it's a free raffle, so it's fine. It'll be anywhere from 4 to 6 things depending on the week, but essentially we have to hit 10 breaks as a group a week. 7 baseball, and then 3 other, like whether it's football, basketball, whatever else, and I'll make sure that I'm constantly posting football and basketball breaks as well to make sure that the 3 a week goal can be hit. If that's not hit, the skunk break doesn't work at all, or the skunk raffle doesn't hit at all. To kind of keep the group A active, B, I think it's a better option than just giving points. There will be limits on the points because apparently, like, people don't even know the program existed, even though it's been in the rules. So when you join the group, I tell you to read the rules. If you don't read the rules, I mean, that's really on you. I can't force you to read the rules. But nobody's really been using their points, so I don't want to get hit with like one break where guys are like, "Oh, I'll use all $100 of my credit I've built up for 5 months." I know I have not updated it so much. Anybody that's new, I'm one person. I still work a 40-hour job. Hopefully, from some of the discussions at the Topps industry conference over the weekend and Monday and Tuesday, I should be getting a Hobby Direct account. I'm going to work on getting a Breaker account. It does exist direct from Topps. I have to figure out who I got to talk to. However, I'm also going to try to expand with the shop into some trading card game stuff. Obviously, I'm not going to break that, but it's going to be in the shop, and apparently that seems to, talking to other shops, that seems to be a very steady guarantee kind of income compared to the breaking, where the breaking can be up and down. But I'm trying to make it as consistent as possible and grow as much, but still keep the same, like, smaller feel, because I don't want to be like a giant where I feel like I'm breaking like a factory. I don't ever want the group to be that, but at the same time, to stay competitive in what the market demands, you have to almost keep the breaks up. That's why I want to go to the skunk thing. And if we break a shit ton of breaks in a week, I'll add more stuff to it. The amount of stuff I have in it really depends on how much we break that week. We have Eloy Jimenez that starts off with the White Sox. Luke Williams, Jose Abreu. But we hit those 10 breaks no matter what. It'll be at least 4 items. Probably a graded card, a sealed product, a wax. That'll be like a hobby box. Like, for instance, the first one's going to be a Series 1 hobby box. Is going to be one of the options. And I'm going to give you guys like maybe 7 things, and you guys can pick. If you finish in the top 4 or 5, you'll get to pick out of those 7 things in like the draft order you got. Franmil Reyes, Juan Moncada. I'll explain that all. I'll type it all up probably tonight and drop it tomorrow. Max Muncy, but I'll make an announcement saying that the points are at least changing, so no one's like, what the hell, if they're calculating their own points. We have John Gray, Jake Cronenworth, Roansy Contreras on the refractor, Patrick Wisdom, Tyler Glass on the black and white Manoah, Moustakas, O'Neal Cruz, and I know if Matt Hogue's in here, he's like, what points? Like, he thinks they don't exist. We have DJ LeMahieu, Rafael Devers, Anthony Rizzo, Lucas Giolito, Ryu, Ruiz, Kyle Muller, Alex Verdugo on the Prism Refractor, Juan Soto, Jackson Kowar on the black and white, Adolis Garcia, Austin Riley, Christian Yelich, Zach Pop. We'll put these veterans to the side. We got Rivera, Austin Meadow, Sammy Long on the refractor, Alec Boehm, Jed Lowry, Kyle Schwarber, Bryson Stott on the Youthquake, Joe Musgrove, Jorge Soler, Aaron Ashby, Steven Strasburg, Kyle Seager, Corey Seager, Brandon Lowe, Garrett Cole on the Prism Refractor, Zach Greinke, Matt Vierling on the black and white, Josiah Gray, Shohei Ohtani, Shane Bieber on the refractor, Buster Posey, Jeff McNeil, Freddie Freeman, Corbin Burns, Herman Marquez. We have Justin Verlander, Adam Wainwright, Stuart Fairchild on the Prism Refractor, Joey Votto, Reed Detmers, Andre Jackson, Sonny Gray, Cole Calhoun, Zach Short, Gilbert, and then Kyle Seager had me worried here on the purple, 70 out of 299. Had me worried that there wasn't going to be a Sonic parallel in here for a second. The absolute last card. Going to the Mariners, and Daniel McAllister. Kyle Seager, who is now retired, longtime Mariner. Older brother to Corey Seager. Plays for the Rangers. To the second box. After this will be the Bowman Chrome Hobby Sapphire Mix. And then after the last break that so far is filled will be Series 1. If Triple Threads fills, I'll break it after Series 1. And that'll be really late, so I'll probably take a vote after the Bowman Chrome if that does fill. If you guys want to break it tonight, because the dual case probably takes about 2.5 to 3 hours to break. Unless you guys want me to do the way real breaks or best card breaks somewhere. You just flip through all the cards, just look at the hits, and just keep it rolling. Then I could probably get it down to like an hour and a half. But that's not personally how I like to break, but that's, I mean, I'm a man of the people. Do what you guys want. I'm glad this box doesn't have as many bowed cards. Only because the bowed cards, they like don't stack right. Bowed at different spots. I did meet a lot of people that are either in the same boat as me or maybe a little bit ahead of me when it comes to like the shop, where they're at in the industry. Obviously, like all the, what Jordan Heller called the Illuminati was there, but I found out some interesting things about how things go down. Let's get in the Garrett Cole, Ozzy Albies. We have Ryan Velarde on the refractor, Stuart Fairchild, Matt Olson, Verdugo, Roansy Contreras, Arenado, Alvarado, Newbar, Adam Frazier on the refractor, Velarde, Trent Grisham. You have Casey Mize, Jared Kelnick, Adam Frazier, Seth Beer, Mookie Betts and Gabriel Arias. Mookie Betts should start signing from what I think is, they didn't announce this or anything. I do think Mookie Betts will start signing stuff because they announced him as a Fanatics exclusive signer. And they were talking about how some guys that are Fanatics exclusive signers are going to be signing more cards than they did previously. Hence why Tom Brady's supposed to be in Bowman draft and he's supposed to have autos because he's a Fanatics exclusive guy. But Fanatics being with Topps, they're going to try to get some of those guys in cards, I guess. We have Walker Buehler, Hoy Park. So I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing Mookie Betts signatures. Obviously, he hasn't signed anything since like 2014 or 15, if I'm not mistaken. Ryan McMahon, Zach Pop to the Mariners on the teal Ray Wave. 78 out of 199, I believe. Yep, 78 out of 199. Mike, or somebody else might know the exact date the last time Betts actually signed some baseball cards by Topps, but I think it was around then when he was still Red Sox. Like in his, I know in his rookie year he signed some. I think it hasn't signed since his second or third year. We have Jose Ramirez, Tony Santillan, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, Reed Detmers. I don't know if he's going to sign. I'm just saying that's what it seems like. Aaron Judge. We got Blake Snell on the black and white. DeGrom, Ian Happ, Giancarlo Stanton, Chris Sale, Zach Thompson, Ryan Zimmerman, Ryan Mountcastle, and Jose Barrios. Wait, Mountcastle has a cup card in this again? How? Thought he had a cup card on his rookie card. Whatever. We got Carson Kelly, Cody Bellinger, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Rendon, Trevor Story, Cal Raleigh, Santana, Arozarena, Riley Adams, JT Realmuto, Tim Anderson, Roansy Contreras, Michael Brantley, Jesse Winker, Max Kranick, Gavin Sheets, and Mike Yastrzemski. Willie Castro on the black and white. Kyle Tucker, Michael Brantley on the refractor, Clase on the Prism refractor, Chisholm Jr., Hernandez, Reed Detmers, Andre Jackson, George Springer, Max Kepler, Drew Ellis, Jesus Luzardo, Brian Anderson, and Brandon Belt on the black and white. Did we miss the... Double check, because I'm pretty sure it's supposed to have a... Unless that Ray Wave counts as the refractor. It's one thing to miss like a redemption like that one break where it was stuck to some cards, but these are, I mean, they're pretty distinguished. Yeah, I mean, Arozarena. I'm talking about Mountcastle. Obviously, if I find it when sorting it, I'll take a picture of it. But I don't know if that parallel counted as a parallel in here because it says one exclusive one Ray Wave. No, it says just that you're guaranteed the black and white Ray Waves. I thought you were guaranteed, according to the checklist, one of the Sonic parallels as well. Okay. I was going to say, I thought, so the problem with Beckett, and if you look at Beckett or Cardboard Connections checklist, is that's not, and that question got brought up in some breakout sessions, that it's not actually the checklist that Beckett gets, isn't necessarily the checklist that Topps has when they're making the card. Beckett makes some assumptions a la the Wander Franco rookie card, if that makes sense. So... let's say Friday, just so you guys know, Bowman Inception comes out. Next Wednesday, Bowman's Best comes out. I do have 2.5 cases of Bowman Inception coming. I might end up getting another case. It's one of my favorite products personally. The checklist is really good for some teams. It's not so great for others. But I'll definitely break it as half cases. We have Charlie Blackmon, Rafael Devers. We have Mackenzie Gore for the Padres on the 16 out of 150. So it'll be eight box break. It'll be 16 autographs per box, and it shouldn't be super expensive breaks. And it'll be nice. It's one of the reasons we have a lot of stuff coming out. The reason I want to switch to the whole skunk thing that I was talking about, some people came in later, is we're going to be going through the beginning of the year where you're going to see a lot of Tier 1. You're going to see Inception. You're going to see Bowman Inception. You're going to see all these types of cards where the cards, especially in the beginning of the year, they do have value, and a lot of value actually when they release. But on top of that, they're boxes with like 7 or 8 cards in it. So if you're getting in breaks, there's a chance you can skunk. And Brian De La Cruz ×2, Suzuki. So the chance to get like a hit at the end of the week or whatever, if you for whatever reason got on a break and didn't get it, I think's just a nicer thing to have because it's guaranteed. Brian Hayes. We got Andrew Jones for the Braves. That you have a chance to get something, if that makes sense. A lot of Andrew Jones lately. Apparently he can't find the white box though, just like he couldn't find the ball at the end of his career. As in he couldn't hit to save his damn life. Going to Joseph Bryson. Only man that played his way out of the Hall of Fame that I know. We got Clayton Kershaw, Jose Abreu, Nick Allen, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Edward Cabrera on the refractor, Heliot Ramos, Yelich, C.J. Abrams. That Cabrera had a scratch on it, by the way. We have Adrian Beltre, Josiah Gray. 70 out of 75 on the Rose Gold. Going to the Nationals. Juan Soto, Kevin Smith, Chris Bryant, George Springer. Gonna have a Hunter Green on the case it. He said for a fantasy camp. Let me get some more 55 points. I brought them down. Yeah, that's too much Japanese for me. We got Pete Alonso trying to say it at least. Nolan Arenado, Shane Bays, Garrett Cole, Jose Siri, Jose Ramirez, and Yordan Alvarez. And, we got the Andrew Jones. Losing my mind, guys. It's like we're missing an autograph, but we literally got the Andrew Jones autograph. The second mini box here. Bowman's Finest checklist hasn't come out yet, but I think it's going to have a very good checklist. I'm hoping, and it might not be the case, but I'm hoping that Adley Rutschman also has autographs in it, even though it won't be his rookie card. It'll be his prospect card. Or at least Gunnar Henderson has autographs in it, one of the two. I think that'd push the product a little bit. You already know there's going to be J-Rod, Bobby Witt. Jarren Duran, Walker Buehler, Trevor Story for the Red Sox on the teal shimmer. 57 out of 175. Going to the Sox, and Rob Gervin. Josiah Gray, Mike Trout, Cedric Mullins, Ronald Acuna Jr. We got Luis Gil going to the Yankees, and Robbie Coleman. O'Neal Cruz, Josh Lowe, Salvador Perez, Luis Robert, Nick Lodolo, refractor, Shane Bieber, Ketel Marte, and Corbin Burns. Brandon Marsh on the Aura of Excellence, Shane Bieber for the Guardians on the Blue Vapor, 80 out of 250. Yeah, when I was pricing out the list, my thing was with the Yankees is, do I price them higher, like way higher because of the Judge buybacks? Chisholm Jr., Mookie Betts, or MJ Melendez, Jeremy Pena, or kind of keep them as one of the higher teams, JD Martinez, but they don't really have like a great checklist of signatures. I mean, Finest is pretty decent. Bobby Witt Jr., Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Robbie Ray, and Strasburg, but their real like rookie chase is Luis Gil. And that's pricing out the Yankees for this one was a little hard. I was gonna say, Jared, did I get you tracking when you asked for it? I know it was like in the airport or like in the middle of the Topps conference. If I didn't get you the tracking, let me know, and I'll get it right in between this break. Shoot me a message so it's blinking whenever I get out of it. Whenever we get out of this, and I'll do it in between cleaning this up and setting up for the Bowman break. Because, like, if you don't hit any judges and you pay, like, let's say I made them, like, $95. Like, somebody would have bought them because of the judges, but if you don't hit any judges, like, even if you get a Luis Gil autograph, like, it's not even close to that price value. So it's kind of hard with the buybacks on how to price it. And with me not personally taking the buybacks, just because, I mean, I guess I could have taken them and submitted them all to ComC. Which that's actually the buybacks are going to be. So if you guys think that a guy's having a good year and he thinks he'll win the NL or ML or AL MVP, keep your cards, base cards of those guys, because they are doing the buyback, the MVP buyback for 2023 Topps Chrome as well. They announced that at the Topps conference. Well, Deivi Garcia already had his rookie card, so it's not going to be Deivi Garcia. I have no clue who's going to be the guy that signs for their rookie class this year. You could see an Anthony Volpe in update. Man, that would really, if Volpe came in to update, that would really sell. Him alone would probably be able to push update. I just don't know if the Yankees are ready for him to come up and play shortstop. You want to talk about the Yankees being expensive and some shit. Let Volpe start getting autographs and some of the stuff at the back end of the year like triple threads. Sheesh. Xander Bogaerts, Tyler Megill, Brian Hayes for the Refractor, Carlos Correa, Jared Duran, Lindor, Joe Adell for the Angels on the Teal Ray Wave, 76 out of 199. I mean, I have 3 Chrome and 2 Mega Box Volpe PSA 10s, like just base, 76 out of 199 on the Joe Adell for the Angels and Josh King. Matt Chapman, Contreras, Luis Gil, Manuel Clase, first Bowman that is. We have Luis Robert, Matt Chapman, Shane Bays, Jose Siri, Jack Flaherty, Matt Vierling. Got Yadier Molina, Clayton Kershaw, Brian Anderson on the Prism Refractor. We have Moncada, Kiner Falefa, Jake Berger, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Trevor Larnach, Brian Hayes, Sonny Gray, Andrew McCutchen, Trey Turner, McKenzie, Manny Machado, Bieber, Ketel Marte, Javier Baez, Jose Altuve, Kyle Lewis, Manny Machado on the Refractor, Josh Donaldson, Zach Wheeler, Luis Garcia, Paul Goldschmidt, and Trey Mancini. There's a nice little buyback Goldie. Jared Walsh, Mookie Betts, Ozzie Albies, Alexander Wells, J.D. Martinez, Trevor Rogers, Lourdes Gurriel, Tristan McKenzie, Javier Baez, McCormick, Jackson Reitz, Alec Thomas, Tyler Glasnow, Cedric Mullins, Kirilloff, Pavin Smith, Corbin Carroll, by the way, is 100% going to be in Series 2. J.D. Martinez, Rhys Hoskins, that was announced too. Tapia. I think everyone kind of knew that, though. Chris Bryant, Jackson Kowar, Luis Robert in the black and white. Horner, Marte, Tyler Stevenson, and John Lester. Speaking of Diamondbacks players, so I was looking for Corbin Carroll. He is going to be in Series 2, which means he'll be in Topps Chrome, and he'll probably be in some other products in the second half of the year. I mean, so I feel bad for Mariners fans because the whole J-Rod chase, like, I mean, obviously it's really nice to have a huge chase on your team, but at the same time, it's like, it's definitely high risk, high reward when it comes to Julio, the Mariners in this past season with Julio Rodriguez. Last box of Topps Chrome Sonic for this particular break. Still do have half a case of it. Got Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, Berger, Brandon Marsh, Zach Lothar Duran, Lindor. We're going to have the Carson Kelly Gold Ray Wave, and that's going to be a 38 out of 50 going to the Diamondbacks. And Robbie Coleman. Carson Kelly, Julio Urias, Contreras, Luis Gil, Jake Berger on the refractor, Dylan Carlson, Curtis Terry on the black and white, Shane Bays, Jose Siri, Jack Flaherty, Salvador Perez, Yadier Molina, Kershaw, Jackson Reitz, Evan Longoria, McCormick. We have Stuart Fairchild, Reed Detmers, and Robbie Grossman. Jared Walsh, Mookie Betts, Teoscar Hernandez, Joey Gallo, Nick Castellanos in the black and white, Mackenzie Machado, Bieber, Woodruff, Rodolfo Castro on the black and white, Rogers, Gurriel Jr., Zach Wheeler on the refractor, Bobby Dolbeck, Jose Altuve, Kyle Lewis, Mike Yastrzemski, Dansby Swanson, Mullins, Kirilloff, Pavin Smith, Wander Franco, Zach Wheeler, Luis Garcia, Paul Goldschmidt again, and Joe Ryan. So a couple buybacks there for the Cardinals. We have Rhys Hoskins, Tapia, Bryant, Crawford, Max Scherzer, Nico Horner, Starling Marte, Tyler Stevenson, Charlie Blackmon, Bogarts. Then I have Tyler Megill, Nolan Arenado on the refractor. Brian Reynolds, Brian Hayes, Sonny Gray, Andrew McCutchen, and Ronald Acuna Jr. And that's going to wrap up the Sonic. Into the second box of Topps Finest. Edward Cabrera, Matt Chapman. Gonna have Bryce Harper on the sky blue. 229 out of 300. Going to Mike McGarity in the Phillies. You have Gavin Sheets, Joe Ryan, Nick Lodolo, Jose Siri. Gonna have Aaron Ashby for the Brewers. Oh baby, man, we're pulling the big boys tonight. We're going to the Brewers. Tom Scarberry, part of the closing teams, on the Aaron Ashby. No glasses. This time he's wearing contacts. SSP, definitely. A lefty for the Brewers. I think he might be the bottom of the rotation. We got Hunter Green, Royce Lewis, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., and Salvador Perez. We have Marcus Semien, Matt Olson, Byron Buxton, Bryce Harper, Ken Griffey Jr., another Bryce Harper on the green. It's going to be out of 99 going to Mike and the Phillies. And that's going to be a 73 out of 99. Got Julio Rodriguez, base, Crawford, Matt Manning, Jonathan India, Jaron Duran, Trey Turner, Mackenzie Gore, Shohei Ohtani, Vlade, Spencer Torkelson on the refractor, Brandon Marsh, and Vidal Brujan. Hopefully Brujan can come out of his little whatever's going on. Sounds pretty dope. Sounds like he hit a fucking gold mine, Brian. Don't be hating on Aaron Ashby. That is the best pool on this board right now, right? Don't be a hater. Yo, look, that's actually worth $23.38, all right? Don't be shorting the $3.38. That's big time. Yeah, Brian Mountcastle, George Springer, Carlos Correa. Going to the Twins. And Austin Fishbach. It's going to be a 34 out of 199. If it's not Max Kepler, it's Carlos Correa for Austin. You got Joey Votto, Freddie Freeman, George Kirby, Trevor Story, and we have a Jose Altuve, 5 out of 50, going to the Astros. On the gold, and that's going to go to Josh King. Nice hit there for Josh. Altuve, also known as Aaron Judge's daddy. We have Jose Miranda, Miguel Cabrera, Corey Seager, Montero, Bo Bichette, Bryson Stott, Alec Thomas, Arozarena. Judge just got his height from his mom's side. We have a Aura of Excellence for Aaron Judge. Brandon Crawford on a purple. 158 out of 250. Going to the Giants. And Brian Thomas on the Brandon Crawford. Jacob deGrom, Yadier Molina. The Yankees fans are about to riot in the chat. I was going to say, we got Wander Franco, Stanton, Miguel Cabrera, Wilson Contreras, Correa, Albies, Contreras, Matt Chapman, Tatis Jr., and Reed Detmers. Let's say that is the break, boys. This is a quick recap of the hits. It was not, if you doubled down on the break, the other break was better. I mean, I'm not even going to lie about it. The other one was definitely a better sequence of cards when it came to the same boxes. This wasn't terrible in the color aspect. It just didn't have huge names. We have Brandon Crawford on the purple, Trevor Story on the teal shimmer, Teal, Carlos Correa. Green, Bryce Harper. A sky blue, Bryce Harper. Gold, Carson Kelly on the Ray Wave. Teal, Ray Wave, Adele. And George Springer on the Nike, or George Springer. Not even close. Shane Bieber on the Blue Vapor. We have Zach Pop on the Teal Ray Wave. Kyle Seager going to be the Purple Sonic. We have Mackenzie Gore out of 150 on the Finest. The Rose Gold Josiah Gray. Hunter Green throws absolute gas on the Shinsuke Nakamura parallel. I don't know the guys. I can never remember the guy's name. Then we're going to have an Aaron Ashby autograph going to the Brewers and Tom Scarberry. Luis Gill on the Finest Rookies going to Robbie Coleman and the Yankees. Joseph Bryson gets the Andrew Jones and the Braves, the hefty version. And then we're going to have Jose Altuve on the 5 out of 50 gold going to the Astros and Josh King. That is the break, guys. We will go into the Bowman Chrome, Bowman Sapphire. Should have it up by about 10:30. That's break 608 for anybody looking on their bingo sheets. See you guys then. Hopefully, if I don't see you later tonight, you guys have a good night and a good night's rest. If I do see you in a little bit, I'll see you then. You guys have a good night and be safe. Hopefully, see you in a little bit.